Rado, obviously a disappointing result in the end, a late penalty taking it away from your side. On the balance of play, how do you think your outfit went in the first week of the regular season?
Look, there were a lot of positives. I think at patches we controlled the game almost similar to the way we played and controlled the game last year. But I think from a defensive point of view, we are still a little bit away from where we would like to be. Our pressing, although when it worked really well. The first goal, I think that Jamie scored, it was disallowed, was from one of those aggressive pressing moments where we won the ball and we went straight forward. But there was maybe we are not physically capable of playing that game. Maybe that's why we didn't play as aggressively as we were hoped for. But that's something that we need to work towards, and hopefully we can correct that very soon.
It was obviously the game's turning point, the penalty decision for the handball. Have you had a chance to go back and look at it? Have the boys raised any concerns with you? Do they think it was fair, or do they think it was a wrong decision?
Generally, when all 11 players jump up and start screaming penalty, there's probably handball somewhere in there. So that's a good indication that the ball probably hit him in the hand. You get those. We'll probably get a couple of those throughout the season, and then someone else will complain.
When you talked about not quite being there yet defensively, looking at that starting side that you rolled out tonight, are you still looking for the right combination of personnel and players, and we can expect to see several different combinations of players in that back line as you search to find the right one, or is it about getting that group up to speed in your estimation?
Look, it wasn't that there was a problem with players. It was just our aggressiveness was not at the level where it should be. And, when you are pressing in opponent's half, it's your front line and your midfielders that do that part of the defensive phase. So, we have fantastic creative players in the midfield, and now we just need to get them to buy into, hard work, being more aggressive, defend with body, and, force the turnovers more frequently. As I said, once they did it, it was excellent, but just we need a little bit more consistency from that point of view.
How close was Matt Leckie to playing today, and will he be okay to play either midweek or next weekend?
No, Matty is not travelling to Thailand, so he's still a little bit away. So I can't tell you exactly when he's going to be okay to join us, but he's working, and when he's ready, he will join us. But saying that, he hasn't played now for 6 weeks. It won't be like he's going to walk in and start and play 90 minutes, and we'll see the old Leckie. It won't happen like that.
Just in terms of that, it sounds like a hectic week you've got coming up. How is that working? Is it you go to Thailand, and then when do you go to Thailand, and do you go straight from there to Adelaide? How's this next week looking? Because it sounds like it's going to be pretty hectic.
Look, I mean, you dream to be in the Champions League, and then you can't complain when you get the draw. But yeah, we fly to Thailand tomorrow. Then from Bangkok after the game, we fly to Sydney. From Sydney to Adelaide. We don't get home till probably following Monday. So it's a good opportunity to bond as a team, to spend time together. There's a lot of free time at the hotel. Obviously, after the games, they're going to be a little bit tired. We're gonna manage to put some training in place for match day -2 and then match day -1. We are training at the venue, and then after that we fly to Adelaide, and there's another tough trip, and traditionally tough spot for us to play. So it doesn't get easier.
Is it kind of almost after a loss like this, a blessing in disguise that they don't have much time to sort of lick their wounds and be sad about it? You've got to move on pretty quickly.
Look, I would prefer more to have 10 days off and to get more work into players. But it is what it is. We are in the Champions League. We are the only Australian team in the Champions League. We're on 4 points after 2 games, so this is a very important game for us. If we can get something out of the game in Thailand, and then it may be a good campaign for us.
One of the positives from your side's performance today, Rado, Tolgai Arslan, he showed plenty of promising signs in pre-season, and now he's almost been man of the match in a losing effort. What did you make of his performance, and is this just scratching the surface of what he can bring to this side in the weeks and months ahead?
Definitely. I think, first of all, we lost our heart. 3 midfielders from last season, all gone. 3 new midfielders are coming in, and the last 3 they played a few years together, and then people would just come in and fit in perfectly. When you got players around you that have been with the team for so long. Unfortunately, this is not the case right now. We've got maybe at the moment we've got a little bit of pain. At the moment in present, but I believe that in the future it's going to be very bright for us, because there are a lot of talent in that team. So once we all gel in, I think we're going to have some good fun watching them and enjoying them.
Because someone else that showed flashes, Leo Natal, when he came on, showed a number of explosive signs. He slipped through Jamie for what easily could have been a goal. Obviously, he arrived very late in the pre-season, and he needs to get up to the requisite level of fitness you demand of your players. But I guess, how close is he to that level? And just how excited are you to get him fully up to speed based on what we saw out there?
We are very lucky to get him, but he's had broken ankle in November. He nursed that in Brazil. He unfortunately didn't train in the team environment, so he was just training individually. So this is the first time in a long time that he's exposed, with team environment. It's almost a year now. So he's far away, to be honest. But we're gonna do everything that we can. We're gonna take him to Thailand, and he's gonna get a little bit of game time in Thailand. So we're gonna slowly build him up. But I think maybe after the November FIFA break, if everything goes okay, then maybe we can put enough work in him so he doesn't get injured, because he's a very powerful player, and those players, if they are not physically ready to compete, they may break down easily, the muscle strains and stuff like that. So we need to be very careful with him.
Just on the Thailand, you mentioned you're not taking Matt Leckie. Is there anybody else that you're not taking on this road trip to Thailand? And I guess also today, has anybody pulled up sore? Has anybody picked up any knocks that are going to give you pause and maybe force you to manage their load over the next week or so of busy football?
Yeah, well, I think there were a few that were laying on the medical beds, but physio beds. But I think everyone is going to travel, and then we will manage them over there if there is any need for management.
Okay. Did you?
Just a quick one for me. Another loss you lost in the off-season is Jordan Boss. But to bring in a replacement Socceroo, as is Bay, just want you to let me know how you felt he performed tonight.
Look, he just landed on Thursday night from England. He played 90 minutes Wednesday morning our time against New Zealand. And for him to last and to run as much as he did, to cover as much space as he did, I think he did marvelously good. What can I say? We are so fortunate that he decided to come back and to join us. And as I said, we're going to have good fun watching him play here at Amy Park.
Great, thanks.